To the handshake, now China has objected to India's move to better infrastructure in Indian territory, reacting sharply to India's plans to construct a road network along the McMahon line in Arunachal Pradesh. China has leveled a ridiculous charge, saying that India should not make any move to complicate the situation at the border. Strong words coming in from the Chinese, who are objecting to India building a road network near the border, Indo-China border in Arunachal Pradesh. Let's not forget that on the Chinese side, they have upgraded their infrastructure, including putting a railway line in place. India has not objected to that, but China now coming out and daring India to not work on improving the road network in Indian territory, saying that India should not make any move to complicate the situation at the border. We also understand that the Foreign Ministry spokesperson Hong Lee has told media that the specifics are still being verified. Let's go across to Srinjoy, who has more details on this. Srinjoy, what are you picking up? We just lost that line with Srinjoy Chaudhary. We'll try and reconnect. Let's also get in a view from a strategic affairs expert, Maruf Raza, who's on the phone line with me. Maruf, is it not China that's complicating matters right now by issuing an open dare to India?
See, China has done this in the past also, that whenever India has started development both of the infrastructure along the Sino-Indian border and deployment of more troops, or upgradation of the airfields and the ALZs, they have gone back and threatened India that this would escalate the situation. And sadly for India, the previous government particularly, and many of the peaceniks in South Block and the Ministry of External Affairs, developed cold feet and backed down. Clearly, this government must prove its mettle and get on with the development of the infrastructure. When India is part of the territory, China's warnings or no warnings.
Absolutely, Maruf. And why should not we look at upgrading our infrastructure? India has never objected, where China has built its road network and rail network closer to the border. Retired General G.D. Bakshi also on the phone line with me. General Bakshi, how are you reading into this dare by China?
You know, the Chinese, as you very rightly pointed out, use the India-China Border Tranquility Accord to construct a rail line up to Lahata, on which 8 trains a day are plying, and then they have brought this railway line down to Shikatse. They have upgraded their 3 highways, which were there in, Tibet earlier, to absolute class 50 plus specifications. They have constructed new airfields and strengthened old ones. And now they are telling us not to create infrastructure in the border. I mean, it is quite amazing. I wish they had followed that same advice themselves in case the area is disputed. But the pity is they have used the lull to create infrastructure, and primarily for military purposes. And they are now trying to put every spoke in the wheel to see that we do not strengthen our infrastructure in the region, that we do not, build our much delayed road